Looks like it's your night in.
Yeah, we are.
Yo! What? Oi! Oh my gosh, guys, welcome back
Welcome back
to the Jenkii Show. We are in season 2.
to another episode on another season show.
On another season show.
That's right.
Oh my goodness.
Let's get ready to rumble. That's right.
Let's get ready to be humble.
A humble
We
season.
got me back to being humble.
I'm feeling humble.
I haven't been humble in at least 4 weeks, I feel like.
No humbleness.
Not as humble as that on the pod.
You think you're more humble on pod?
Probably not. I'm probably, nah.
Maybe you're more humble on pod.
Depends on the question. Some questions I get excited. Some questions I'm just like, oh, I'm feeling humble today.
Oh, I'm feeling humble.
I'm going to be humble today.
Oh, is it? So it's a humble season, you're saying?
I reckon the season's, yeah, 2's is humble season. I feel like 2, a bit like with albums, generally speaking, you kind of like,
Yeah.
you know,
Album.
you just want more of the same, but more just juicier.
Okay,
And
yeah.
the 3rd is where you get a little bit more like cheeky. Actually, well,
I feel
1985
like
didn't really
3rd.
do that. 1985 just went pretty out there for the 2nd.
Yeah, which one was the second?
The pink one.
Breaking 1975 news.
Breaking news. You have.
Oh yeah, that pink one. Yeah, they kind of.
There is actually some 1985 news.
Oh my god. Let's see if I still know how to work this board.
Oh,
No.
yes. Oh, yeah.
There we go. Breaking 1975 news. Oh my
1975
god, what a way to
news.
start off the week.
I mean, Matty is engaged. Did you tell me?
I did.
Wow.
Apparently. Again, I don't know because I don't keep up with the things, but suddenly I see it everywhere. This has been Jenkii News.
Jenkii news.
Take it at what you will, face value, because I think it's true though.
Yeah, I
I don't know if he's ever been engaged before. If this is a new thing.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I
Never
feel
been
like that would have been news.
Could have missed the news. Maybe him and
And that's
Halsey.
super quiet. It would have to be such
Chilled
a
guy.
secret marriage.
Well, they maybe never got married, but maybe he's just been engaged before or something. I don't know. But yeah, so Healy,
City boy.
nope.
City boy.
Wait,
It's Friday
where's
night.
my
Which
No,
one?
Matty.
Wait.
I'm looking for the applause.
Yay!
Well done, Matty.
Yo.
It's like I never left. Yeah, so
Smooth.
really happy for that, and we're really happy to be here for a new season. It just
Oh
feels like it's a good news, humble good news. We're happy for Matty Healy. It's nice.
Yeah, crazy.
Humble guys.
Oh my goodness. What other news? I feel like there's been more news. Do you know what's actually crazy? Well, not massively crazy.
Oh my god, this is
But
going to be crazy.
Just on 1975 topic. I tried to get into like a launch event. It's actually, no, it's not as crazy because it was been way more crazy if I'd actually maybe said, okay, so basically I saw George Daniel like in the flesh. Obviously I've seen him in the flesh for at gigs, but the first time I've been like within like,
You've seen the goat.
yeah, I'd say like less, I feel like it was 2 meters max.
You know
away.
what, yeah, something I've just thought about now that you've said that. We've spoken on this podcast about how we would be a third for him and Charlie.
Yeah, Unicorn.
Yeah, Unicorn. Now I'm thinking, that come across your mind when you saw him? Pun intended.
Oh, what did I fancy him?
Did you think, I've talked about fucking this guy?
No,
I've talked about fucking this guy a bit, actually.
Generally, like, I'm so disassociated from this pod that I would
Right,
have like, gone up
yeah.
to him and like almost been like, this pod doesn't exist.
Yeah, I would think the same, to be honest. Yeah, I agree with you, Fairs.
Because like, especially like when I randomly go up to people and start chatting to them, I never think in like around Milton Keynes like, oh yeah, this guy's seen the pod.
Oh, come on. They've seen the pod.
Sometimes I do see people looking at me, and I do wonder: is that like a look, or is that like?
Is that a?
Is someone just being like, oh,
Nope.
yeah, that guy's hair looks a bit odd, like?
Or is it a? That's right. Is it that sexy
Oh.
look? Me, yeah.
Yo.
Oh
yeah. What?
I think they're looking because they know you.
Maybe.
I don't know though, because he's got the looks, he's got the charm. It's a humble season 2.
The charm's
open.
questionable. You have to catch you on a good day.
Some
Catch
questionable
me when I'm
charm.
not having an Aspie episode.
And maybe we'll get into questionable charm on the first episode of season 2,
which is technically episode 53
of the Jenkii I might need to catch my breath after that.
Oh wow, season 2! I can't believe it. Like, do you remember when the season? Like, can you remember like our first conversations about the podcast, like in its like conception?
Not particularly. I remember you saying you were like, let's do a podcast.
I was like, we need to.
You were very intent. Yes.
I remember you were slightly unsure at first.
Fair to say, or completely against. Yeah,
completely against.
Would also work.
Yeah, I didn't want to say you were like, nah.
Yeah, no, I'm willing to sit here and say yes. I definitely was.
Hesitant.
But I promise you I'm not now. I'm loving it now. Whoa! Humble, loving the pod. Woo!
Loving the pod.
Come on.
The whole reason, funnily enough, that I even thought about making a pod was because I was doing an event and we did it for some guy who's like some, marketing guy, whatever.
Big pod guy.
He's like, oh yeah, so he does an event, gets people to come and sign up to his program, sort of thing. But he actually was like, he was actually like, guys, if you want to grow on social media, you got to get a podcast.
You gotta get a podcast, boys. Come on, sign up to this and you get a podcast. You're gonna be buzzing.
My how to do a podcast in 1 week.
It's a free course.
Yeah, free course. And all you have to do is sign up your email and then I'll send you loads of stuff to buy.
Oh, but it's good prices. Yeah, it's good.
It's very nice.
Nice. Oh, not the one I wanted. Very nice.
Oh, very, very
just
nice
feels
indeed.
I'm sure everyone's just taking a minute just to listen or watch and just think, God, I'm back. We're so back. We are so back. But
we are back.
Some people will be listening or watching and they won't be thinking we're so back. They'll be thinking, what the hell is going on? They'll be thinking, what are all these sounds?
What is this crazy
I swear
stuff going on?
People are talking about coming. I don't know what's going on, and like it's hot, but it's also I don't know how I feel about it. So if you're listening, God, this feels like it's been a while. So if you're listening, you can't hit the bell icon or anything. That's gonna come later. You can follow. Oh, you can. One plug. And you can also download the episodes and then delete them. And no one will be the wiser. Keep that away from the tax man. And you can also leave 5 stars.
Hey, rate ratemypod.com.
Ratemyfeet.com.
Hey.
Hope I don't see myself on there. But they are nice feet. That's a different podcast.
Would that be a step in the right direction or? Easy. None of that from you. All right?
Crowd, stop it. Come on. I know we're so back, but stop it, guys.
We're so back.
So, yeah, if you're listening, do all of that. I'm sure you've already done it by now. Thank you for that. What if they're watching, though?
Oh, if you're watching, then
on
make
YouTube.
sure. If you're watching on YouTube or such, you got to hit that like button. And you've got to make sure to subscribe with the bell icon. Ding.
And the bell icon's right next to the subscribe. You can't miss it. You can't bloody miss it.
Click it. And we will be in your sub box. And most importantly...
And we'll be giving you a notification.
It will be giving you a notification. But most importantly, watching or listening, tell your mofo friends.
Tell your friends.
Looks like it's your friends.
Come on.
Tell everyone about.
I know that making friends is hard, and
it is hard.
But if you do get them, put them onto good stuff. Put them onto people with taste, people that do reviews of the weeks, questions of the weeks. Comment corners, the likes. They won't regret it. So it's definitely worth that. And obviously go to the socials as well at the Jenkii clips on TikTok and Instagram. Thank you very much for your service announcements On with the regular programming.
With the regular program commencing, the question is, which segment do we launch season 2 with?
You know what? I think like there's a few things that we can do in this opener because we've had a bit of a time gap,
Oh yeah.
and obviously a lot of stuff happens in that time gap.
Yeah.
So we just need to catch up.
catch up of the week.
Catch up of the week.
This is a new segment.
This is a new segment.
Oh, we've
Welcome
already done it before. We haven't segmented it.
yeah. Catch up of the week.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, catch me up. It's the catch up of the week, the season. So yeah, season 1 wrapped, and then the Euros started.
Oh yeah.
Lest we forget, England making it all the way to the final, but alas, we watched some of the games.
We watched them in our favourite pub in Milton Keynes.
Yeah, that's right. We're talking about Milton Keynes again. Yeah, thank God it only took about bloody 10 minutes.
10 minutes of season 2, back onto Milton Keynes.
Yeah, straight back onto Milton Keynes, because we did watch them in Milton Keynes. So,
And in fact, there's going to be guaranteed to be some people seeing these clips that actually saw us at the Broughton.
Oh my God. Yeah, oh my God. They'll actually be like, I saw you guys there.
Yeah.
Chilling. Yeah.
Chilling.
we were
getting
chilling.
wavy.
Yeah. We were very chilled out at the Euros. But yeah, we went to watch the semis and the final.
Semi.
Bit of a semi.
And the final, yeah.
Not
Oh my
one.
goodness. The semis was actually a good watch.
Yeah, that was a good watch. That was pretty good atmosphere. Shout out to the Broughton.
Oh yeah.
Which I know we've shouted out the Broughton before, so and as you are known as Mr. the Broughton, I guess.
Mr. Broughton.
I mean, everyone's going to recognise you.
Guaranteed, there's someone who actually is Mr. Broughton who'd be so mad. Imagine I come walking in the Broughton and it's like, you think you're Mr. Broughton? And I was like, not really, mate. It's just a bit of banter.
It's just what all my fans are calling me, bro.
It's just what the TikTok community call me, Big G.
But I mean, hey, I got invited to the Broughton, and it was my first time. Of course,
was that actually your first time at the Broughton? Oh no,
absolutely my first time at the Broughton.
Really?
I didn't even know. From my recollection, it was a Hungry Horse. I didn't even know it changed to anything. So yeah, it was my first time at the Broughton. Watching the football outside rocks. Love that. Love that. The screen could have been bigger. I just feel like they probably didn't expect so many people to come.
Yeah.
So when you were in close, great size screen, because we were so far back. Not their fault.
It's not designed for to have nearly 1,000 people rock up.
Yeah, I mean the final. I mean, God, where do we start with the final? Obviously, I'll tell you what.
I reckon it was over 500. Easy.
That's going to be. That's also going to be our review of the week. Will be the Euros at the Broughton. That will be the review of the week. I can't remember what the review of the week theme song was. Was it the classic? The review of the week.
No.
It's the review of the week.
No. That's
You having a laugh? Cool,
that's dating stories.
Oh, sounds far more datey, doesn't it?
I thought that's dating. Oh, have you got another one for dating stories? Am I getting confused? I can't remember. I don't even know what that one is. That's just, for me, that's just like, yo, man, let's just transition to another part of the conversation.
that's like the Riz sound.
Yeah.
Livy done getting rizzed by Gronk. Obviously, with the footy on, you got to chuck a bit of. I really thought it was good. Oh God, that was such bad timing.
By the way, for these, play them all the way through, and then we can. Do you reckon we can turn this into an actual review, like we're reviewing this song, or is this literally just little 5 second?
I just thought, to get everyone in the mood for the Euros. Come on, I felt like this song was getting played a lot.
Oh yeah.
Everyone was vibing out. You got to imagine you're in the Broughton, you're outside. This is vibing. Everyone's kind of chilling at this point. But as we will tell you, it wasn't always chill at the Broughton. It got a little rowdy.
The Broughton actually got a bit mad.
Got a little mad, yes.
I knew 2 people there at the Broughton at the same. Oh no, 3. I knew 3 or 4 people at the Broughton that day.
Can you believe that?
All there, and I couldn't even see 2 of them.
And think about how many knew you. Thousands, probably. You're Mr. Broughton.
Could you imagine that? That'd be so bizarre. That can't be the case. There's no way I go in the Broughton and literally like over like 10% of people.
If there were people that had known you there, right? People, one of them would have come up or something, you know.
Do you reckon though?
I think so.
I don't know. I don't think they would.
You
know.
were giving
Not
off a
in
chill
Milton
vibe.
Keynes. Not in Milton Keynes. Like I don't think that people of the Milton Keynes would go up to someone if like big time celebrity fairs, but not small time. Not like if you imagine like
humble.
If we knew.
Told you we're humble.
Yeah, I feel like so if we let's say there was another like someone else we've seen on TikTok on in Milton Keynes, right? You're not going up to that person, are you?
No,
if I seen her, I'd literally just be like, "Oh, look, that's Matey Boy from TikTok."
I'm not, because I'm insanely famous. So yeah, season 2, we're being humble, right?
You're humble.
So yeah, I definitely would embarrass him for me because I'm like more famous than him probably. But maybe you would. I don't know. Maybe people at Broughton know you.
I feel like you have to be like a proper either drunk or like banter lad to actually go up to someone like that and like on a TikTok level. Like, don't get me wrong, it feels like like I don't know, David Beckham or something. Oh yeah,
right,
like,
yeah.
You know,
but you'd have to be even into the.
Well, like a classic example, right, is when we were in the pub, Royal Oak.
Oh yeah. Shout out the Royal Oak.
Shout out Royal Oak. We went in there one day and a geezer was ordering pizza, and I was like, why is someone ordering pizza to a pub? That is like such a like blasé move. Like,
you never ordered any food to a pub? I think I've been with someone that's ordered food to a pub.
Oh, fair. Maybe that's just not a me move.
It's never a me move. I didn't know you could do it.
I didn't. Yeah, I'm like normally the pub's got food, right? Like for me, that's like who does that?
Yeah, it's a bit scummy.
But to be fair, Royal Oak didn't actually have food, so you actually did have to do that.
There you go.
But yeah, sure enough, I look over like, who's that? I was like, I kind of recognise this guy. Who is it? Like, and I'm like, oi lads, like, I swear I recognise this guy. And then it turns out it was James Milner. And we were like,
James
what?
Milner, what are you doing here?
Yeah. And I was like, no way. And I didn't go up.
Why are you ordering a pizza?
Yeah, like why have you just ordered pizza for you and your boys? But basically, what we think had happened, he's just been golfing at Woburn Golf Course.
Classic.
And then came to the pub after for a quick one with the boys. And but it was just so funny because the barman was like, "Oh yeah, by the way, don't approach him. You know, he wouldn't appreciate it."
Yeah,
and
treat him like a regular guy, not a mega celeb.
And I was like, "How do you know that?" He goes, "Oh, we get celebrities in here all the time." And I was like, "Really?"
And he's like, "Look, I'm talking to one. Look, I've seen your podcast clips. Yeah, you're massive."
No, fully, I was a bit pissed. I was just like, "What? Like who?" And Dean was like, "Oh, nah, like don't question him." He was like, and he was like, "No, we've got it." And he actually showed us like these pictures on the wall. And it was like some like boxes and stuff. So there had actually been a few like people in.
Wow.
But then the funniest thing is, right, and he was like, "Oh, who do you reckon is the most famous one you've had out of all of these?" He goes, "Me. I'm the most famous." And I was like, "What?"
You're like, what did you used to do?
You run a pub? Yeah, and he was like, "Yeah, nah." And it's pretty bad, but he was like, I swear he said something like, "Oh yeah, nah, I got in the papers in the 80s because I killed someone when I was in the cops." And,
what?
And then I was like, "What?"
Sorry.
I was like, "What?" And at this point,
are we gonna have to censor this guy's name? Are you airing out some mad business? Nah, he was in the paper.
No, and also I didn't say anyone's name, did I?
Yeah, you didn't.
No, I just said the guy down Royal Oak.
Okay, yeah. Maybe you did say name, but maybe it was actually someone else's.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't want to say it just in case it is.
Oh yeah, I said the name of a friend I was with.
Oh, okay.
Not who I'm talking about.
Okay, Dean is not that guy's name.
Yeah.
Cool.
Dean's just a friend.
Okay,
yeah.
shout out Dean.
But yeah, and it's just mad.
James Milner down your local pub. Can you imagine it? You left out the best bit of that story for me.
What's that?
That it was like a week and a half before like the Champions League final or something. It was like something mental, like a week. It was like the week before like a semi-final of the Champions League.
I feel like Liverpool were playing in the Champions League final.
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, and it was coming up, and I think he was playing for Liverpool at the time, or was it Man City? I can't remember.
No, yeah, I think it was Liverpool.
But yeah, but I didn't approach it. I think the most funny thing about that story is the fact that the landlord thought he was more famous.
That's mental.
That for me is the funniest part of the
definitely.
story. But
just has a little texture.
has a little texture.
You're like, what the fuck?
But yeah, it's just crazy. Like, but that's the only time I've seen someone, and then he did walk past, and I literally said to him, I was like, "Oh mate, fair play," and I shook his hand.
He was like, "What?"
But like,
fair play,
but
mate.
funnily enough, didn't do that with George Daniel. And
Sorry,
don't get me wrong, the
George.
difference was is that I was drunk at the pub, but when I saw George Daniel, I was stoned waiting in the queue.
Oh.
So I just wasn't like on that like level where I'd just be like feeling really cheeky and
Like,
you know. If I was drunk, I'd have to be like, "Oh, George, what you saying, bro?"
Oh, what you saying?
Yeah.
I really want to be your unicorn, bro.
Yeah.
Cool,
I've
man.
made so much content about being your unicorn. That's gonna be so funny actually when we eventually meet George and try sex one day, and then we're like, oh yeah, sorry, I was kind of just banties.
Yeah.
Although the option, we wouldn't say
No,
but
but
we're not asking.
But
for
yeah,
it.
it's banter.
Yeah,
So,
but it's banter.
No, it is banter.
No, but
Until
it is
it's not
banter.
banter.
Yeah,
And then it's
I mean, if it's on the cards, it's not banter. But anyway,
right.
guys, enough about unicorns, man.
Oh yeah.
Where's the respect for couples and such these days? They don't need unicorns coming in and horning their relationships.
That's what a unicorn does. So,
Would you actually do a unicorn?
I don't know, probably
Regardless of who it's with. Like, just say a hot couple.
I don't think so. No.
Really? Two lesbian couple? Well, bi couple. Clearly.
There was a guy that I knew who had 2 lesbian friends that, like, well, obviously actually bisexual because they wanted to have sex with him, but they kind of branded themselves as lesbian. It was really weird. And they went on like dating sites and would just pluck guys from like everywhere.
Yeah.
And of course, like for loads of these dudes, they're like, "Oh my god, this is like my fantasy.
My
oh
dream
my
come
god, this is
true.
not my dream."
My dream, everything.
Yeah, he said they were very successful. He said he'd never seen anything like it on a dating app. Like one of them let him on the phone and let him swipe, and he said he couldn't believe how, like, every time he did, everyone came back instantly. Like this thing.
Because they basically just put the Tinder profile as like, you get both.
And he was like,
both.
I don't know what it's called, like mega likes or something, but he was like, oh yeah, the mega likes. He's like, there were so many. He said, I could not believe it.
That's the thing, like,
Dream.
that's
Don't know
actually
what I
an interesting topic. Like, apparently there's been a massive shift in dating apps recently.
Bum bum bum. Breaking social media news from the Jenkii Show.
Yeah, I'm hearing it around, like, from a fair few people that dating apps are kind
What are your sources?
friends.
Oh,
Friends.
Woohoo, we've got friends.
Basically, you just talk to a few people and then, yeah, everyone's kind of getting miffed
getting miffed.
with the apps. Yeah, and I've seen it online as well.
But what do they actually hate about them? Why are they always the worst?
So basically, there's just been a bit of an algorithm shift.
Oh.
And a bit of it's already kind of happened. It's been happening with Tinder for time, but now even Hinge is so monetized now that it's like really doesn't work that well.
Oh, how
know
do
what
you
I mean?
monetize it?
Well, so you have to buy roses. So let's say there's some really attractive people on the app. What Hinge does is it locks them away and says you can't talk to these people unless you buy a rose.
Locks the princess in the castle.
Yes.
And I need to open the castle up with like 1,000 roses.
Like
TikTok. Don't you get roses on TikTok? Thanks
Stuff
for the
like that.
roses.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, legit. Like that.
Thanks for the roses.
One rose, thank you. Oh my god, a star.
For our audio listeners, I'm
Yeah.
tempted to be an NPC TikToker.
We're doing NPC movements right now. Thank you very much. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for listening.
Thank you for listening.
Give my son the juice.
We were talking about bloody Euros before all of
my
that.
gosh.
We never even got to the final and how mental it was.
Oh my gosh.
Right, this semi-final was jokes, you know. You have a few drinks, you celebrate the win, everyone's going mental. And then the final comes. And it was a bit beyond mental, wasn't it?
Ew. The final was booky.
Like during.
That was classic booky.
That was the most booky.
Ew.
No, not that sound. Booky, bro. It was booky.
It was mad booky.
And like, we were kind of pretty close witness to a lot of what happened, right? So it's a rowdy crowd. The game's going on. And it's all kind of crashing in on each other, whatever. And one guy is off his bloody rocker. Do you remember that guy?
Like he was not just drunk, like he was pinging.
Yeah,
like,
he's so red, so sweaty.
And like, you man.
Constantly like,
he was literally like, you man. He was Ed Matthews mode, wasn't he?
Yeah, and like, obviously someone threw a pint into the big crowd. Like, we were outside with whoever threw the pint. And it was like a coliseum. like the way there were so many
It
people.
just like gathered up and then creating a dip where the TV was.
And it obviously hit someone near him or whatever, and he stands up and shouts to everyone outside. He says, "If anyone fucking does that again, like I'll fucking give it you or something.
I'll have you.
I'll fucking have you." And some random guy like right behind me on like, my right shoulder, bro, and I'm like, please no, because me and AJ are standing like right here, and there's a little gap, which I know that if it's going to kick off, it's going to kick off in this little gap, right
and
next
everyone's
to
going
it.
to charge us.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay, holy shit. This guy says, "I'll fucking give it you."
No, it was like, oh, fuck off.
Oh yeah, he's like, "Oh, fuck off, mate."
Yeah, fuck off.
And obviously then
And
the
he's like,
crowd are like,
what? You said fuck off? And everyone's like, "Whoa,
and he
why
starts, the guy from inside the crowd starts bombing it down towards us with his finger out, coked off his nut, going, "Come on, you scumbags."
Fucking well, say that again, say it one more time.
All the time. And they obviously get in each other's face. As he's coming by, I've got my bags on me because I've just come back like from like working. So I've like have to shift my bags quick time while this guy's coming over, because I'm like, last thing I want is for him to like trip over my bag, and suddenly I'm the bad guy, and suddenly everyone's going, "Yeah, scrap." And I'm like, oh fuck, I'm gonna have to deck this juiced guy. And yeah, they obviously go kind of face to face.
I'd say fair play to the other guy, because he was just standing there. He wasn't moving.
Stood his ground,
he was not moving. He was just like, "Well, what?" He was like, "Yeah, what are you going to do it then? You're going to do it then?"
He didn't move and didn't flinch.
He was like, "What are you going to do? You're going to do it." And then the other guy was like, "Yeah, fucking, what are you going to do?" And so literally like fairs. He was like, he made the guy charge up, and then basically was like, "Look, you've come up to me now. Like, you have to hit me, basically."
Yeah.
But then what was even more funny
is
obviously later on, apparently, it all starts fucking kicking off again.
Yeah, like
and we
10
look
minutes
around,
later.
we don't see other matey boy.
Because he's in there bloody wailing. He's like gone around to the front where the screen was, and he's just bombed into the middle where this coked guy is. And you can just see, just through the crowd, you see arms. Hiya, hiya, hiya. Let's get ready to rumble. And it was honestly like something I've never seen, the way that the people all made a little space for this fight to happen,
and then all built up around the edges.
I know, I could almost imagine someone being like, "Give me 10-1 odds on this guy," and like raking in money or something.
It was
mental.
It was honestly like a macro version of nanotechnology, in the sense that a big shape was forming out of all these little parts.
Yeah.
Like, it was literally just like, okay, yeah, we now have like this bowl. We've just made a human bowl.
Yeah, crazy. And like, it kind of sucked for us, because the more they formed, the less
the bigger the bowl got, we couldn't see the TV. We had to keep moving around the side.
Yeah, because we got there like literally as the game kicked off. So we were right on the outskirts. But it was insane. Took a bit of a shine off the football because we couldn't see some of it. But
missed the first half, basically.
Maybe for the best, in a way.
But at
yeah,
the same time,
cool
it was
overall.
still, when England scored though, it was buzzing.
It was, mental.
That
I
was
looked back at
actually
the videos
mad.
and I was like, oh my God. Yeah, people were standing up on those big circular, what's it called? Where you sit on them?
Tables.
Park bench.
Oh, yeah,
Park
yeah,
table,
benches.
whatever,
And
you know.
two of them collapsed.
And
didn't
two of
they?
them collapsed. God, it was like they were getting so
Carnage.
many people on. They were having to like get them on and like stay right on the edge and stuff, and like hold each other to stay on.
And then literally, like, we're talking like maybe 30 people on a bench.
Yeah,
Like, it
and
was
then it
like
just goes
somehow, when it should only really fit 6.
Yeah,
Realistically, it's probably like 12, but like, mad.
They have way more. Yeah, crazy. Shout out the Broughton for hosting the big old Euros.
We
you
love
know.
the Broughton.
We love the
Broughton. We
Broughton.
love you. We love you.
That's
Oh,
right.
yeah.
The Euros, baby. Broughton. You hosted it. It was a little bit spooky or techie.
It got a bit techie. It got techie.
But the bookiness was also fine.
I still just wouldn't change it for the world, because like every time we watched the match, I would only drink when England scored, and then I'd be smoking up in the garden. So it was perfect.
But you see what the issue was, is that he was so busy, you could hardly bloody drink.
The final was a bit too mad.
A bit too busy for my liking, but football had the world in motion, and it almost came home. And you know what? I enjoy the journey more in a lot of ways. I'd love to win, but the journey's the funnest bit.
And guys, talking of the journey, if you've enjoyed the journey so far, on the Jenkii journey,
The Jenkii journey.
then
Like
make
and
sure that you subscribe,
or follow,
or
come
follow,
through your
or like,
earphones.
or hit the bell icon if you like, I don't
Football
mind.
almost came
We're here all the
home.
time, watching
Football almost
football,
came home,
talking
and
about
it almost
grime.
came
Yeah, you know what I'm
home.
saying, my lines.
We'll have Comment Corner next week, and we'll talk about Milton Keynes and some other stuff, I'm sure.
And probably get
Probably
into
more
some segments, the
some
classic
questions
segments.
we
Thank you all so much, guys.
Thanks, guys. I really love
This has been the
this
Jenkii Show. We'll see you next
subscribe.
week. Bye bye.
Bye-bye. Subscribe.
Oh yeah.
Let's go.
Ladies and gentlemen, get by something.
I realised we didn't do that. Jenkii Show. That was such a chill outro. That's like the chillest outro.
Chill outro. Freestyle chill outro.